Howdy everyone, this is your buddy BP, back at it again in Smite, playing in Clash as Nisha. I don't play a lot of assassins, but I had an opportunity to play one in this match, so I was like, I'll go for my usual standby for assassins, which is Nisha. And it was a good opportunity for me to do it because I got the Critical.Dmg skin, which is a reward for the Season 4 ticket. There's some okay skins being offered this year for the Season 4 ticket. I don't know if they're quite as good as the ones they offered last year for the Season 3 ticket. They had a really nice skin last year for Apollo that made him look like a punk rocker. And another one for Fafnir that kind of had like a white and gold motif that made him turn into like a griffin. That one was cool. I like that one too. But you know, the skins this year aren't too shabby. I like this one too. It has an animated card art, which is really nice. I like that a lot. But yeah, just showing this off. Something I'm pretty sure most of y'all are already familiar with by this point is the big falling out between gamers and EA over the new Star Wars Battlefront game. I'm sure y'all have heard about this and how it's just absolutely loaded with microtransactions. It's basically just nickel and diming the hell out of the customer. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the idea of loot crates and loot boxes and stuff like that, on its own, it's not bad. I mean, hell, I've made like at least 10 videos of me opening like chests and everything here in Smite. But it's okay, I think, for a game like Smite, because Smite is free to play. There's no real paywall to go ahead and play the game. You just sort of, excuse me, you just sort of download the client and you start an account, and that's pretty much it. You can go ahead and start playing. Of course, you'll have to unlock things, but you know, it's still free to play. You don't really have to pay anything to go ahead and start enjoying the game. That's not the case with Battlefront. It's a $60 game, and that's the base price. Of course, there's all these like silver and gold editions that cost like $100 or whatever. And even then, there's all this stuff behind paywalls, and of course, it's technically developed so you can earn the game's like in-game currency credits or whatever to unlock the stuff you want. But the prices for a lot of those things were just so steep that the only practical way in order to get the credits to earn those things was to just like buy them, just to buy like loot crates and everything. And the way it was originally set up, I can't remember if it was someone at Reddit who found out or not, but they were they found out to unlock some of the special characters, because of course there's a variety of other characters in the game. But, you know, like, you know, they got Han Solo and Chewbacca, and, you know, they got, like, I think maybe they have Finn. I don't know if they have Finn or not from the new Star Wars. But, and they all have different prices, but, of course, the ones people want the most are probably, like, either Luke or Darth Vader, and apparently, like, the price for them is so steep that if you wanted to earn enough credits to unlock them, you had to, like, play the game for at least, like, what, 40 hours or so? And that's assuming you don't spend any credits on anything else. You know, you just only spend them on, you know, just getting those characters. 40 hours just to earn enough credits for that. That's insane. I mean, by comparison, Dark Souls 3, when I played it for the first time, without going through the DLC, it took me like 35 hours. And, you know, they expected the player to go through longer than that just to get one unlockable. And then you would have to do it again to get the other one. And that doesn't include all the grinding you have to do to get all of the other characters. It's just, it was insane. And they had this huge falling out because the folks representing EA did like a thread on Reddit, and you know, users were talking about it, and EA was trying to justify it, and it was so bad that their comment became the most downvoted comment in Reddit history by like an enormous margin. Like, the next comment, the next most downvoted comment on Reddit was some guy deliberately asking for downvotes. And that guy, I don't think he even got like a tenth of the downvotes that EA got out of this whole fiasco. It was just absolutely bonkers. I gotta say though, as a gamer, I do feel a little satisfied in seeing that there are other gamers who are finally like getting fed up with this crap. We're just sick and tired of all this nickel and diming. And while EA did a little bit of damage control on it by I think they went back and they reduced the price on like Luke and Darth Vader by like only a fourth of what it was. They also like reduced the amount of credits you can earn in the game. Like, remember Boogie 2988, I'm sure most of y'all already know who he is, but he was doing a live stream of him playing the game because he got it early, and like there's like an arcade mode where you can earn these credits, and he liked playing it, but eventually it occurred to him that you can only play that mode for so long, and then the game stops letting you win credits, and then there was like a 3-hour wait wall before it would let him earn credits in that game mode again. And I heard other players saying that sometimes for them the wait is as long as like 24 hours just to earn credits again, and it's just everything in that game is just designed to pressure the player into buying these loot crates for a game that already has a $60 paywall. And then, of course, there's a whole thing with the new Call of Duty game, the World War II one, where they have a system now in place where you can open loot crates in front of other players in like the little like lobby hub between matches and everything. And I'm thinking, oh boy, I'm so glad they did that. Now everyone in the lobby can know that you're a friggin' tool, right? And what's crazy is that some of these things that you can unlock in these games, they give the player like an edge. Like, from what I understand, there's like some of the things you can unlock in these loot crates can like give your player more health or give you like reduced cooldown times on your abilities or whatever. It's just it's really just towing that line of pay to win, and it's obscene. And I'm just glad that it feels like players are finally catching on to this and they're just fed up. So I am a little proud to see like other folks in the gaming community finally stand up to companies like EA. But it does have me a little worried because the way this system works, this sort of loot box system, the way it's meant to work is that they're getting most of their money off of like just a handful of players. Like, you know, if you're the kind of person like you pay $60 for the game and then you don't ever bother with like any of the microtransactions, they're like, you know what, that's fine, whatever, okay, you know, we got a little bit of money out of you, but that's not where the money's really coming from. It's from that handful of players that are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on just these crates. It's the whales, as they put it, the big spenders. As long as they can keep appealing to just those players that are willing to shell out obscene amounts of money for this stuff, then it doesn't matter if most of the community is upset, because that's who they're catering to. It's just these small handful of players that are willing to perfectly buy in, quite literally, to the system of, you know, just spend money to not play the game. And why would they bother playing the game when most of the best rewards are hidden behind paywalls? It really is obscene, and I'm glad other players are really sort of like wising up to it now. I will say, I do want to mention a couple other things about this. First off, some folks are taking it a little too far. Like, there are folks out there that are like literally sending death threats to like developers at EA. I'm like, you know, it wasn't their decision to do this. This is like the higher ups, the producers, you know, the CEOs who really wanted this. And even then, you still shouldn't be sending death threats to people. That's just, it's wrong. Like, what the hell, man? Like, this isn't worth like killing someone over. Like, and they're sending them to their families and everything. It's like, dude, don't do that. If you do that, all you're doing is you're diverting the narrative, and now people aren't talking about like how messed up the system, this microtransaction system is. They're just talking about how gamers are just like just angry, psychotic people who are sending death threats over video games. It's like, don't do that. That's messed up. And I also want to mention that I wish these same people in the gaming community were this enthusiastic about net neutrality. This month, Congress is working to try to kill net neutrality so they can give telecom companies the green light to go ahead and just ruin the internet the same way they've ruined cable TV by putting up more paywalls behind the same content that you and I are enjoying right now at no additional cost. And I just wish more people would be that active and like go ahead and contact their representative in Congress about this. I mean, I'm not the kind of person that normally gets this politically active, but when it comes to net neutrality, you better believe I'll get on the phone and contact my representative and let them know that, hey, I do not support this. I believe this is wrong. Of course, when I do call, it's usually someone it's not the actual representative, it's someone manning the phone for them, and they're polite, and I'm pretty sure they're like, yeah, okay, we'll let him know. I'm pretty sure he's already made up his mind, but this is just, I just wish more people would be that active about net neutrality. I mean, if they really are this upset about microtransactions in the new Star Wars game, then they should be this upset about net neutrality as well. It's even worse. It's just disgusting. But yeah, so just going to end it there. For any of you Americans out there, do contact your representatives in Congress. Let them know where you stand on net neutrality. It's a big deal in my opinion. I think it's one of the hottest issues that's going on right now in our country that's just being seldom discussed. Don't let the telecom industries ruin the internet. Don't make them get away with forcing you to pay more for what you're already enjoying, because YouTube is definitely going to be hit. They're definitely going to go after YouTube, any kind of streaming service like Netflix. They're going to throttle your bandwidth and then force you to pay more on top of what you're already paying to not have them not throttle it. They're just going to hold your internet hostage for more money. It's disgusting. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this rant here. Just wanted to talk a little bit about that off the cuff, nothing scripted. Just kind of get my feelings out there about all of this and share some of this footage as me playing as Nisha. I don't just play as Guardians. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of this play. If you enjoyed this footage, then spank that like button. Also, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section if you have any feedback for me. I love hearing back from you, and I try to respond to as many people as I can. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Enemy has been slain.
Yeah?
It's just like sad R.I.P.
For a second there, I thought it was game over. Just watch me win this.
Right on, man. Oh, you're crazy. Triple kill.
Oh man, that sucks.
Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower.
Your ears ringing yet?
Fight me now.
You're done now!
Enemy spotted. An enemy
Impossible!
attack middle lane. Let my aim be true.
Thanks! You're insane!
Thanks.
Be right back. They can't hold me.
Right on, man.
You're insane!
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, yeah. Ha!
Yahoo!
Don't fear them, friends. Your team has destroyed a right enemy force.
On to help!
Gotta hurt.
Out there. That's right. Hit him with that.
Here we go!
Right?
Humbled once again.
That's just like sad R.I.P. man.
Be right back.
Okay, see ya! My arrows are
Be
stronger.
careful out there. He's back.
Don't fear them, friends.
Your ears ringing yet?
I'm the great.
They must have been baked out of there.
You're done now!
Too bad they had to miss out on
Be right back.
job.
here.
Be careful.
Thanks!
You rock.
Gotcha, sucker!
Let's do. Don't fear them, friends.
Tell you what!
Ego has been destroyed. Nice job.
Thanks! Nice! Be right back, out of mana. They can't hold me!
Right on, man.
Hardcore! That's gotta hurt.
What allies
down.
slain?
my aim.
Anytime, pal.
Death becomes.
Your ears ringing yet?
Enemy has been slain.
Good job, well played.
You look cut
Your
up.
team has destroyed
Thanks.
the right enemy Phoenix. An enemy has left the game.
See ya.
Enemy has been slain.
Just another obstacle.
Your team has destroyed
Great
a left
hunting
enemy
today.
Phoenix.
Yes.
Okay.
Good game. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Wait. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Good game.
An enemy has
Can't be serious with those questions, can you? Get a load of this news.